Okay, well, this is about as low-tech as it's going to get, but I thought I'd record the bass part for you so you understand what it sounds like. This is on a program called Logic. I'm going to do it twice, and I'll mess it up each time. But this is, again, Blues du Jour. Here's what the bass part looks like, and then I'm going to be off to the left here out of your screen, and I'm going to play it in Logic with using an acoustic bass part that's already on there. So I have my hi-hat already set for 2 and 4. And so here goes. You can watch the bass part. So it's going to have a couple bars of click, and hopefully it'll be loud enough. Okay, so there we go. That's kind of what it sounds like. I made a few little clams there, but let me show you what it looks like over here. I'm going to move the camera over to my other computer, which I do my sequencing on. And here's the bass part. And I'm going to, hopefully I won't get in the way. I'm just going to redo it for you and show you a couple things for We're getting there. We're closing in. Again, it's low tech. Okay. Let me cross in front of the camera here. Hi, it's me. I'm gone. And so what I've done here was I have the bass part. Here's the bass. I have a template already set up for my big band in Logic. And I'm quantizing this to what they call 1/12th note, which is basically a triplet. I'm going to slow it down a little bit too. There's nothing wrong with that. I find that the closest I can play triplets is 140. Anything, no matter what tempo is, if it's past 140, I have to do my bass line at 140, and even my drum stuff, and then speed it up later because it's too hard to play triplets exactly in time. I quantize the bass because it certainly does have to be quantized for sure. So I've got my Blues du Jour part in front of me. I'm kind of reading it, and so. I'm going to play this in. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Here comes 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there it is. So let me play that back and see how it came out. That's actually a nice tempo, 130 for this one. I think I'll leave that. So that's my acoustic bass track. I have my hi-hat, which I've already set to play on 2 and 4. Oh, there it is. I just have that already on 2 and 4. That's part of my template. Now I'm going to do the rest of the drums. So the first thing I'm going to do is the crash and the kick. I do the crash and the kick together. And I'm going to bring it back up on the computer and let you look at that as well. Let me move this over here. It's me again. And I'm going to go over here and let you look at the computer part. And what I do for this is I put I do the kick and the bass drum, or the crash and the bass drum together. Now they generally play together. And so I'll play what I think a drummer would do. And this, again, I'm reading this part that you've got in front of you. And, you know, there's some things a drummer will leave in, some things a drummer will take out. But the kick and the crash are things that tend to play together in the big band, well, just about in any type of music. It doesn't make much difference. And so, again, I'm off camera here, but I'm playing a kick drum and a crash. And they tend to play together. And so I'm going to play, I'll probably hit the first beat some things I'll leave out because the drummer is kind of selectively edits. So it's like ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-ba-da, like that. And you don't have to do too much, but a little goes a long way. Okay, so I'm going to kind of selectively do this. So here we go. I'm playing along with the bass now, so I'm re-recording. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you can kind of see that. Now I'm going to play now, since I have that, I have a hi-hat, I have my crash and the kick. Now I'm going to do my my time, my ride cymbal. And I have a bunch of different ones. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and play the snare drum. Will catch some of the licks as well. So ba-da-da-da, and then I've got my ride in my right hand, kind of doing that. And so my ride, it kind of you gotta kind of get used to doing it, but actually it isn't all that hard. If I can do it, anybody can do it. That's for sure. So here I'm going to play the ride and the kick using the lines that you have here. So kind of catching a few things that are there. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you have that. What I'm going to do is I'll put this on the keyboard so you can take a look and see how I did the drums. I'll redo that last part for the fun of it. And let me put the keyboard on the drums and you can watch my hands.